As we all know, Assassin's Creed is a legendary franchise. It started out as a simple game set around ancient artifacts and people that wear cool hoods and stab people in the neck. The series slowly took us from Syria to Italy to Constantinople and around 11 other places and time periods because Ubisoft loves to milk that Assassin's Creed cow, and from what I've seen, that cow still has a few drops of milk to give, with like 3 new AC games already being announced. I am proud and ashamed to say that I have played almost every Assassin's Creed game that Ubisoft decided to throw in front of me, but it does not take a trained eye to see that the newer games aren't very similar to those that we used to have, and that brings us to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have finished the game twice, which already tells you that I don't hate the game as much as some people. I definitely don't hate it, but I for sure have some mixed feelings. Now I think it's pretty safe to say that AC games changed with AC Origins, because before Origins, AC games looked like this. You were some guy, preferably with a dead family, and you were thrown in some city, whether it was Florence or whatever. Then you had a hidden knife, you stabbed a few people, followed some people and fought the Templars. The world then slowly grew bigger, there was always more to do, and if you know where the line is, that is awesome. The whole series slowly transitioned from action adventure stealth games to full-blown role-playing games. AC Origins knew where the line was. The world was massive, the story compelling, and more importantly, it was about the original idea about assassins and Templars, and the main character was pretty well portrayed, and when it came to the supernatural stuff, it was within reason. And then came Assassin's Creed Odyssey, another huge AC game. It follows the story of either Alexios or Cassandra, totally up to you. They are completely different, one is a dude and one is a chick. Actually, that's the only difference, but the thing that they have in common is that even combined they show about as much charisma and emotions as a boiled potato. I know it's supposed to be an RPG, so it's not as character based, but come on bro, long story short, both characters feel kind of empty, but instead of making up for it with other characters being a bit deeper, like they did in Witcher, where every character feels real and you actually care about what happens to them, they made most characters in this game not only look the same, but honestly the character with the most charisma is Leonidas. That is literally only the first 11 minutes of the game. But of course, I wouldn't have played the game twice if I thought it was bad. I don't think it's even close to bad. The thing that blows me away every time I play it is the huge, beautiful, immersive open world. The views from mountains, the towns filled with details and amazing architecture, all the islands in the ocean, oh the ocean, the way the water breaks on the beautiful shores of Greece, the underwater world filled with sharks, treasure, sunken boats, absolutely jaw-dropping world. I love it how you can just take your ship at night, just sail across the sea and see the lights in the distance. Speaking of ship, yes, they give you a ship. The naval combat is just as good as it was in Black Flag, just with arrows instead of guns. And the combat on land is good. It's good. With previous AC games you had a knife and when you stabbed a person, well, he died. But with newer AC games, that is not how it works. If you want to kill an enemy that is a higher level than you can't just stab them and they would die. No. You stab them and then they still have like more than half of a health bar, because I guess that makes sense. I'm not sure how I feel about making stealth less dominant, but fighting with a sword or an axe feels absolutely insane. I mean, it would kinda make sense if it was any other game, but let's not forget, the game is called Assassin's Creed. Well, if you can kill someone silently, it's kind of not an AC game. Instead of that, just call it Odyssey, start a new IP, because the game is good, just doesn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. You name the game Assassin's Creed, and it's not even about assassins, it's about some mercenary with half a spear searching for his family. The only thing that redeems it as an actual AC game is the Templars, or the Cult of Cosmos as it prefers to be called. The mechanic where you actually hunt individual members is amazing. It's an amazing addition, but you don't silently stab them and disappear into the crowd like you did in previous game. You have giant naval battles against them, or when you try to kill them silently, they don't even die. In previous AC games, you would stab the Templar and then say like "Requiescat in pace," and then you would disappear and that would be it. But here, you stab them, you say nothing, and then they lose like a millimeter of health, and then you have to fight them with a sword. So it's like, it's cool, but it's not the assassin way, you know? There are a few more things that make the game a bit more interesting, and that is the warfare system. So let's say you go to Mykonos, you kill a few Athenian soldiers, you loot their chests, and then you can have a giant battle so that Sparta takes over the island. They also added mercenaries, so when you kill soldiers, mercenaries will start to hunt you, and then you kill them not the assassin stealthy way, God forbid, but you fight them for like 10 minutes, and often they will come while you're already fighting other enemies, so that can be a bit of a bitch sometimes. In the first game where we play as Altair, you're like, oh, I work in the shadows, shadows to serve the light, but here you're like, oh, everybody look at me, I'm Alexios, the eagle bearer, I'm a famous mercenary, hey, everybody look at me. I mean, it's cool, but it's not you get it. If you recall, I said that Origins knew where the line was with Supernatural. Well, this game has no line. Hell, my horse has freaking wings. And another thing that makes it just so freaking awesome, you can go to Atlantis for 20 bucks. You can get like 50 new armors for 50 bucks. You pay $70 for a game, and then they have the audacity to charge you 50 more bucks for armors that aren't even in the game. I bought the season pass to get all the DLCs, and I still didn't get the whole game. You have the ultimate editions and the gold editions, the season passes, the Ubisoft Club. What's wrong with you? The season pass is like $100 and I didn't even get the armors. What? How can you be so greedy? And that's not me hating the game. The game has nothing to do with that. It's me hating Ubisoft because they do that with every single game. Why? Why? In conclusion, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is an amazing idea that just doesn't fit in the AC universe. If I graded it as an Assassin's Creed game, I would give it a 0 because it isn't an AC game, but let's just say that it's a normal game, and I did have fun with it, lots of fun. The world is spectacular, the combat is fun, the exploration thrilling, and the story, even though not fitting for an AC game, is interesting. The characters could be improved, and some side quests still kinda repetitive. The way they made stealthy gameplay kind of useless bothers me, but I still enjoyed smashing enemy asses with a sword. Even with all that, I enjoyed it. It's amazing. Now, as an AC game, this game sucks, but as an RPG, it is a lot of fun, and you should play it. Even if you never played any AC games, you will enjoy it probably even more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you agree, and see you next time.